Hi everyone, welcome to another conversation session here at House of Maharrani. To those of you who are new here, welcome home. My name is Raisha. I talk about life and everything in between. I specifically focus on women well-being. Today we are going to talk about how to take time out for your social well-being. And without further ado, let's get started. So I have talked about the importance of social life in my previous videos. I believe your social life is one of the most crucial aspects of your life. Therefore, taking the time out, putting the effort and energy in order to nurture your social well-being is absolutely crucial when it comes to your overall well-being in life. Therefore, I want to focus specifically on how do you go about taking time out so that you can focus on your social well-being. Let me just quickly touch upon what I believe social aspect of your life is. So anything beyond you is your social circle, your social life, your social connections. So your family, your friends, your professional network, your neighborhood, your community, all of these are your social circle, and therefore your connection with each of these units is what determines your social well-being. So first and foremost, in order to take time out for your social well-being, you need to analyze and ask yourself some crucial questions. So some of the questions that you can ask yourself is, how often do you interact with your social circle? Of course, some people have better family relationships, better friendships, and also have better professional connections. Therefore, try to ask yourself, how often do you interact with your social circles and how meaningful these connections are to you. And based on the answer that you give yourself, then you can analyze where exactly your time, effort, and energy needs to go, because then you'll be able to take the time out. It's like you need to know where your time needs to go so that you can take the time out. You have to look at your relationships in life, your connections in your life, as the most valuable thing as well. One of the things that has helped me determine how to take time out for my relationships or my connections is by understanding what are the most valuable relationships and connections in my life. And once I determined that for myself, then it was a conscious effort on a daily basis to put my time in nurturing those relationships. So understanding what relationships, what connections bring value to your life, who adds to your life, then you move forward with taking the time out, putting the effort in, and putting the energy in to nurturing these relationships. Another thing that I would suggest that you think about or read upon, and this is something that I've done for myself as well, where I took the time out to understand how we humans function and what our nature is. It's clear that we are social beings. We thrive in community. We work better when we gather together, when we are helping one another. So our innate nature is to socialize. Therefore, taking the time to nurture your social life is very, very important. And understand that we are all trying to figure out our lives. We're all trying to understand how to move better in life. Therefore, also take the time to give the relationships in your life grace when it comes to nurturing these relationships. Another suggestion that I would share is to take the time to understand yourself and understand the connections that you currently have in your life, and look at them to where, how do they add to your life. This is the most important thing that you can do for yourself, because what ends up happening is that our social circles, our connections in life have a huge impact in our life, and they immensely impact our thoughts, our emotions. They add to our energy. They can drain our energy as well. Depending on your analysis of yourself, your understanding of yourself, you can determine that, this particular connection really does not add to my life and is always pulling me down. So you can make that determination based on how your relationship and connections have been in life, and then make the conscious decision to either, do I want to work on this relationship? Do I want to put my effort in this relationship? Or do I want to leave the relationship where it is and move ahead and focus on yourself? So that is a determination that you can absolutely make for yourself. But again, as I mentioned earlier as well, take the time, be patient, give grace to other people and yourself. We're all moving through this life and trying to understand and figure out how do we want to move forward and what are the things we want to do. So we're all learning. We are all trying to become better, trying to make changes, and these are the things that would have to be taken into consideration when it comes to understanding and figuring out how do you take time out for your social connections and your social well-being. Another thing that I would add is also, where are you spending your time? Where are you spending your time? Where are your connections in life spending their time? Right now, most of us, majority of us, I should say, we are spending a lot of our time on the phone and watching TV. And at times we think that, well, I'm sitting with the connections in my life, with my friends, with my family, and watching TV. So that's spending time. But is that really quality time? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. And I'm not saying like don't watch TV or don't be on your social media, but really look into the time that you're spending watching TV and being on social media, and how much of this time is qualitative time with your loved ones, with your friends, with your family. And I think this is something that we would have to start rethinking for ourselves. We as millennials, I feel, are the last generation who have lived in a traditional way of living where we were not so inseamed, or our life wasn't embedded with these technologies consistently. So the aspect of socializing and being outside, going out with your friends, with your family, is consistently diminishing, and this is something that we need to absolutely pay attention to and honestly bring back into our lives, of going to picnics, going to just outing for a walk, for a hike with your friends and with your family, going for camping, just spending time with one another in consistent conversations and communication. Like, that is so important and crucial, and for that you will have to sacrifice watching TV and being on your phone. Like, that's as straight up as it can go when it comes to taking time out for your social well-being. And mind you, as I mentioned earlier as well, your social life is one of the most crucial aspects of your life, and it adds to your happiness, it adds to your growth, it adds to you thriving in life. And therefore, it is important to acknowledge and realize the importance of connections in your life, and put your time and effort and energy accordingly. And if you take into consideration all of these things that I just spoke about, it will give you the ability to take time out in caring for your social well-being. Again, to summarize it all, ask yourself questions about how meaningful your connections are in your life, how often do you interact with your connections in your life, and how valuable these connections are in your life for you. And these are the questions that will help you then make take the actions and make the changes that you want to make when it comes to your social connections and your social well-being. I hope this video was helpful, and if it was, do let me know. Until next time, take care. Don't forget, be kind to yourself, love yourself, be the Maharani of your life, and rule your life with love and kindness. Until next time, take care. Bye.